Maddie, Soto, we are hoping that everyone involved and those contributing in your demise will be held accountable. Maddie had been dealing with this for years, and it's sad to say this may be all she knew. The drawings in her notebook echoed that sentiment. Her stepfather, Stephan Stearns, he was a big fixture in her life, though he never married her mother. Jenn Soto's friends, they didn't care for Stephan and wondered why he was even there. He wasn't that attractive, he appeared lazy, and I would like to add, he has a creepy sounding voice. Jenn called the sex vanilla and said it didn't happen too much. She also said he was into the untraditional sex, the A-N-A-L sex, and she was not interested in that. He was messy, he couldn't hold down a job. Jenn, Maddie, and Stephan, they would move from place to place until Jenn started to reside at her father's 4-plus bedroom townhome in Florida. Jenn's friends opted not to have him around, but they made sure Maddie was always welcomed. Maddie was turning 13 years old, and her family had planned a big birthday party for her. Jenn's only child, her daughter, turning 13, a milestone birthday. But Jenn had to work late and couldn't attend the party, and Stephan wasn't allowed to attend the party. Jenn's mother and other family members, they didn't like Stephan either. Maddie's biological father, Tyler Wallace, he lived in another state, and yes, Maddie had a relationship with her father. However, Stephan took on the role as being a stepfather. Not financially, because he had no money, owned very little, and drove a car that Stephan even said Maddie didn't want to be seen in. Stephan kept tabs on Maddie. He would call her while she was at school. Her friends never found that too strange. They said that she was really, quote, tight with her stepdad, unquote. Maddie would even blow off hanging out with friends because stepdad wanted to hang out with Maddie. Maddie told friends good things about her stepfather and others that he was weird, hung around all the time in the living room, and ate all the food. Even when Stephan and Jenn broke up, Stephan still came over and would visit and spend nights with Maddie. All three of them in the bed. They would call it cuddling. You want to hear something funny? Okay. Well, Stephan was cuddling with Maddie one night, and his penis, it got real hard, he said, and he had to turn around and face the other way. That's what he told Jenn. Yeah, I don't find it funny either. But that was a normal day for Maddie, to be in the bed with her stepdad upstairs behind a locked, dead-bolted door, gun on the nightstand, and a big bowl of lollipops and chocolate sat right there next to the male sex toys. Jenn actually preferred that. Maddie slept too wild at night, she said, and she wanted quote-unquote good sleep. In that 4-plus bedroom townhouse, some of those rooms were rented out. Maddie was not comfortable sleeping in that large, cold living room by the sliding glass doors with spiders just crawling about behind that partition. But for years, she slept in the middle of her mom and stepdad, or just with her stepdad. When one of the rooms were vacant, Jenn was asked why didn't Maddie make one of those rooms her rooms, but it was no response, or any response that made sense. I suppose Stephan was such a caring man, he would leave any new love interest in his life because Maddie needed him. Maddie couldn't sleep unless he was there. That's at least what he told them. So he could never keep a relationship either outside of Maddie. And off to Maddie he would go. Stephan even moved back in, took a vacant room on his own, room number 4. Jenn said he paid the rent now. He still was unemployed, but Stephan was getting money from somewhere. You can kind of say it was a work-at-home job. So Maddie would sleep with him in room number 4. To the other women that lived in the home, who didn't know that they were being secretly recorded by Stephan, they didn't find this weird at all, that a grown man was always in bed with this young girl. All they said they seen was a father and daughter relationship. So now it's Maddie's 13th birthday. Her friends were asked, how did Maddie feel? Knowing that her mother and her stepfather wasn't in attendance at the party. I mean, it's sad to say, her friends didn't know. Maddie always played second fiddle when it came to her mother and Stephan. In attendance were Maddie's two friends, Jessica and Aaron, not their real names. Her friends were asked, how was Maddie during the party? Jessica said Maddie was moody. She guessed her period was on because she missed it the last month, and they usually get their cycles around the same time, and she's always moody when that happens. Jessica asked several questions about the food being served, which was annoying Maddie, and on top of that, Jessica wasn't even playing the games right. When Aaron arrived, she didn't have a second gift for her. Aaron had already given her the first gift at school. Maddie said she didn't get many gifts, that their other friends weren't coming, so she wanted another gift from Aaron. When it was time for Maddie's friends to depart, Maddie wanted Aaron to say goodbye to everyone, kind of like individually, which was mainly Maddie's large extended family. She said she would get in trouble if Aaron didn't do that. When Jessica and Aaron spoke to their other friends about why they hadn't attended Maddie's party, they simply said they were not invited. Maddie was dropped off at home by her aunt. Jenn would ask how the party was. Maddie said she had a great time. She got lots of money and gifts. Hopefully, Stephan wouldn't steal the money like he took her Christmas money, but he did pay it back though. So Jenn said goodnight and suggested that Maddie go upstairs and get in the bed with Stephan, and she did what she was told. So while Jenn was downstairs asleep in her room, hopped up on whatever doctor prescribed medicine she had, Stephan Googled the uses for sevoflurane, which is a drug that causes complete loss of sensation in the body, including unconsciousness and memory loss. It's used as an anesthesia during surgery. He also frequents a site called Telegram. Now, the following day, it seems that the only problem was Stephan was having trouble with his cell phone. Instead of it updating, it had erased his cell phone twice, just cleaned out everything. Wow, how does that happen? And twice. But wait. Maddie never came home from school. So, they had another problem. Stephan took Jenn's car to ride around and see if he could find her. Jenn stayed home in case she arrived, but she never did. So the pair went down to the police station to fill out a missing persons report.
Of course. Do they speak English?
Yes, this is Mom.
This is Mom? Okay. Hi there.
Hey there.
Hey there. What's going on?
So, my daughter was dropped off close to school this morning, but never made it. I went to pick her up from school.
I'm sorry, one second.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Are we looking for another kid, or we have a kid?
Looking for another one.
Alright, if people are still on the scene, let's put that out. Any possible location, how long?
13.
I'm trying to get there right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Alright,
So she was supposed to be dropped off at school, didn't make it to school.
Didn't make it to school. I went to pick her up from school today,
Okay.
and she never came out. They announced it over the speaker, and I'm just like, maybe she walked here, because sometimes she'll walk here to this office.
Mm-hmm.
I came here, nothing. I went back to the school, they were closed. I got an email from the school saying she was absent, but I also messaged her teacher, and he looked at her entire attendance today and saw that she was completely not at school today either.
Okay.
So she never made it.
Okay. What's her name?
Madeline. Madeline.
Madeline. Last name?
Soto. S-O-T-O.
S-O-T-O?
Yeah.
Date of birth?
February 22nd, 2011.
February 27th, 2000?
22nd.
Oh, sorry. 22nd,
2011.
2011.
Just her 13th birthday.
1418 Charlie 405. What's the name of the single aid?
Madeline Soto, age 13. I'm trying to get a clothing description now. What was she last seen wearing?
26 Charlie 405. People hit my call 931. It's the same call.
Green hoodie,
Green hoodie,
white Crocs,
white Crocs,
either blue or black pants.
I think black shorts.
Black shorts?
Yeah.
black shorts. Okay, black shorts. All right. Do you know if she has like friends in the area?
She does, but she doesn't know where they live.
She doesn't know where they live. Okay.
I asked all of them.
10-4-1937.
Okay. Is this like, does she like have any places that you guys know that she'll usually be at? Any friend's house? Any places that like she likes to hang out?
Typically, no.
No.
Not typically?
No.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I get some.
Thank you.
No problem. And what school she goes to?
Hunters Creek Middle School.
Hunters Creek Middle? Alright, cool. 125. Do you have a picture of her? Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Looking recently, probably from a birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at what's up. Me again. Where's your
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now. Yeah. Alright, cool, thank you.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole
Yeah,
body
that's
picture?
perfect.
Okay. How do I airdrop? I don't know how to do it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
That's fine. Let me see.
I saved it to my photos, so you could go.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah, we can just
Perfect.
go straight to the photos.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna send it out right now to my other guys.
Jenn would inform the police she'd seen her daughter that morning, and her and Stephan had dropped Maddie off at school. Wait, turned out that was a lie. Well, not really a lie. I guess she misunderstood because Stephan dropped her off. She was asleep and she didn't see Maddie at all. She didn't even know what Maddie was wearing to school. Maddie was missing. Stephan would tell investigators that he thought he knew about the situation. Maddie liked a boy with puffy curly hair, and he was tall, and Maddie had a crush on him. Perhaps Maddie had gone somewhere with him. Police obtained a warrant to look through Stephan's phone. He had to tell them that everything was erased. They still took his phone. Through the course of the next few days, Maddie's life that she had was introduced by her mother. It would shed light. Maddie was being systematically sexually abused by Stephan. Images on his phone as young as 8 years old. Maddie was in his phone doing some of the most vile things that an 8-year-old should not be doing. The history only went back that far. It probably started from the minute Stephan had gotten into a relationship. Did Jenn know that this was happening to her daughter? Finally, Maddie's decomposing body was found, just a few feet off the highway. They would have to tell Jenn that her daughter was found and deceased. Police had showed Jenn a picture of Stephan's penis in her daughter's mouth. Her response was to call Stephan's parents and tell them to get their son a lawyer. The investigators told Jenn that she prioritized Stephan over Maddie, and she even admitted that she did. Now she was still doing it and Maddie's was dead, which was not only upsetting the investigators, but it was upsetting me as well. Stephan carrying a lifeless Maddie was caught on the townhouse's CCTV footage. Stephan throwing Maddie's school-issued laptop and her clothing in a dumpster. Stephan, the jig is up. Jenn said the sex abuse was, quote, not evil, end quote, but killing her daughter, now that was evil.
You just said, I only saw a picture of him, whatever your verbiage was, I say of his penis in her mouth, and your first reaction was, oh my, victimized? No. She's being abused? No. It's Stephan needs a lawyer. Who the cares if we think he killed her? He's
I don't know why I said that.
But that's the problem. You don't know why. So the reaction in your mind is you are continuously protecting this guy. So why do I sit here and believe that you don't? Because right now you know Stephan killed her. You know Stephan's been raping her. You know without her body, can he be charged with murder?
I don't know.
Exactly. So you don't know what we can do. Do I think we can charge him with murder? It's not up to me. Should he be charged with murder? Yes.
Please.
Does your role in her life lead this to happen? I'll be honest. Yes.
Jenn never cried. Not once about her daughter missing. Not once about finding out her daughter had been murdered. Not once about finding out her daughter had been murdered and being SA'd since she was, as the videos would say, 8 years old, but probably even younger than that. To a man that she paraded to everyone as a stepfather. Had she even thought, there will never be any more birthday parties that you can decide whether or not you're going to attend. You no longer will have to worry about putting Maddie out when she turned 18 in fear that she was going to run off with Stephan and do a Woody Allen. She only cried after finding out her birthday was the following day while she was sitting in an interrogation room because she had a murdered child and an on-again, off-again, sometimes boyfriend that was now eligible for the death penalty from what he did. And oh boy, she cried. Justice for Maddie's son.